Hi, my name is Joel Morrison. I'm the Senior Marketing Advisor here at Consultwebs. I appreciate you taking a few moments with us here to understand a little bit more about Consultwebs and how we can possibly help your clients grow their law firms as a strategic partner. Just to kind of kick things off here, this is a short deck. I'm not going to go through every single slide, but I just want to give you a good overview of how we help law firms grow. Major highlights about Consultwebs. We've been in business for about 23 years, a little over 23 years. We have currently 130 plus active digital marketing campaigns that we run. We had a 98% client retention rate last year, and our average client sees a 236% increase in new cases being generated from their website within the first 12 months of working with us, and that looks like typically an average of 5 to 7x return on investment or their marketing budget, their marketing spend with us. In order to generate those types of results, we do everything in-house. So from web design, organic search engine optimization, local and Google Maps, as well as any kind of content marketing that's needed, whether it's landing pages or blog posts or bigger content pieces that we can get into. We take care of everything in-house. Social media campaigns, email marketing, agile digital advertising, which is a kind of a unique approach to Consultwebs, as well as Law Eval, which is our digital analytics and lead tracking platform. So there's some client stories that we've added in here for your review. Salvi Law Firm, they've been with us for well over 10 years and are currently exclusive in the Chicago market for PI and MedMal. They have consistent growth and consistently reinvested in their campaign because of the return on investment that they see with Consultwebs. Joy Law Firm, another great law firm. Interesting story about them, or part of their story with them, is that they actually left us after being at the top. They felt that they could seek better return elsewhere, but they returned to us 12 months later after understanding a little bit more what it takes in order to be competitive. Marks and Harrison, similar situation where they were seeing some good results, left, and then had come back to stay with us for, I believe they've been with us for a little over 5 years since then. Davis, Apperstein, and Solomon as well in New Jersey. They have an exclusive agreement with us there as well. Their return has, their caseload has grown by 4 times since working with us. We have a wide variety of case studies, so all of our recent digital marketing case studies are available at this link, and then we've got ones for our web design, our SEO, ROI, the numbers that go behind that, as well as some different practice areas and other types of advertising that we do. So the kind of the heart of Consultwebs, if you will, or who takes care of our clients. Everyone takes care of our clients, but the client services team is really at the heart and soul of driving results and the relationships with our clients. So all of our teams, so every client is assigned a digital marketing team, and that's led by our digital marketing managers here. Beneath them are strategists, SEO specialists, and analysts, and they all get together and coordinate your campaign roadmap with all of our other departments. So we have a production team, an IT and development department, graphic designers, social media team, content team. The whole digital marketing gamut is available for you at Consultwebs. So the way that we typically start things off is with a campaign analysis, and within the analysis we're looking at your website and your SEO to basically find the gaps and see where we can help. So for websites, we have 2 different options. There's custom design and programming, as well as theme designs. So the custom design is completely tailored to your firm, and we work with the client over a period of 90 days during the production build in order to get things right. So that's usually around 30 days to 30 to 45 days to get the design down and approved, and then 45 days or so in coding in order to get things launched. We have a very extensive SEO checklist and quality assurance checklist that we go through on every launch. Over 300 different checkpoints that we're looking at to make sure that all connections, redirects, SEO, internal linking, all that sort of thing is on point before we go live. The other option that we have is our theme designs. So the themes are basically, we take in the amount of data and expertise that we've put into the last 23 years of legal digital marketing and put all that knowledge into our theme template. So everything that is needed to convert well and rank well for pretty much any legal topic is available in these templates here, and I'll give you a few examples of what those look like. So here's one example. You have the ability to change all the colors, photos, and logos, but everything else is locked down. So you'll see at the top we've got your menus, your calls to action, any videos that you want to integrate is there. Case studies are always important, testimonials, again, more social proof. And then we're just going down, introducing content, your practice areas, attorneys, any resources, and again, your local optimization here with your maps and your NAP clearly present. So there's a variety of different designs that are available. We also offer Spanish design and development as well as Spanish translation services. These are optional depending on your market and who you're serving. And we have the ability to do either a full Spanish custom site or basically making a copy of the English and just translating everything. We can also transfer we use the WordPress platform in order to build and continue to market. So any transferring of pages is going to be brought over during that process if you're not already on WordPress. We usually recommend between 20 and 50 pages of content for any new website builds in order to get things to a point where we've cleaned up what we found in the analysis, as well as giving your site enough topical authority to have some decent increases in rankings within the first 90 days of launch. And what we typically see post 90 days in a large personal injury market, usually a 19% bump in the Google Business Profile leads being generated from all the pre-launch SEO cleanup, as well as the just more optimized website. And then for mid-sized markets, we're looking at a typical 15% boost in conversions. Here's a list of the more recent law firm websites that we've done, and you can have a browse through there. This deck is downloadable as well. And after our websites are launched, we then go into the digital marketing and SEO campaign. So digital marketing, SEO encompasses a lot of different things. So we have the general overall philosophy that Consultwebs takes is making sure that we've got exposure for your brand as consistently as possible when someone starts searching online. So that requires a two-pronged approach. That's your organic, which is going to be your local SEO, as well as your organic SEO, social media. And then we have the digital advertising in order to keep you front of mind and following people around the web to minimize exposure to your competitors. So the general life cycle of a Consultwebs campaigns looks like the bottom tier here, the foundation, starts off in the first 90 days where we go through the entire production process. And then we have the website launch. Your team creates the quarterly roadmap so you know exactly what the team's going to be working on for the next 90 days. And then they go to work working the process there. And then if you're like one of our most successful clients and you do digital advertising out of the gate, that can also start within your first term. While the production phase takes 90 days, we can typically get an ad campaign running within 30. And then from there, it's basically maximizing your ROI. What do we need to do based upon the data that we have to keep lowering your cost per lead and cost per case, and just increasing the amount of quality cases being generated from your site? So we kick everything off there with local optimization. So usually within the analysis, we find a whole lot wrong with the overall local profile. So the pre-launch SEO phase is designed to clean up everything that we find that is wrong and build everything that should have been built basically when your business was founded. This is more work within the first 90 days than I think most agencies do within the first year of their SEO endeavors. A lot of agencies rely on just Yext and some of these databases in order to get your website in there, but this requires a mass amount of manual work in order to make sure that it's updated quickly and consistently across the web. So not a lot of agencies have the capabilities of putting the effort that is needed to get these things fixed. Within the first 90 days as well, we do all of our pre-launch social priming. So this is going in, making sure all your social media profiles are up to date. We're connecting it to our back end in order to get all the posts scheduled. And then we're also putting some ad budget into a social campaign to start growing the profile and getting people excited for the new website launch. From there, in order to help maintain the reputation and keep the law firm growing in reviews, you get access to our review and reputation management platforms. You can upload any leads any clients that you have that you need some additional referrals from, and then we can go through the process of putting email campaigns together or qualifying them to leave reviews on Google and other social platforms. All of our campaigns include social media, so we have the ability to do the monthly social media calendars. They also do replying to comments, managing the overall community, as well as doing some networking in order to share and provide value online. Our content team is actually led by a licensed attorney, Greg Froome, and he maintains the quality of all the content, making sure things are legally sound. And we have a lot of different types of content that we create. So we have localized content that is designed just to increase local relevancy for your brand. And then on an ongoing basis, we create repurposed pages, infographics, illustrated blog posts. And again, there's examples to all these pieces of content here for your review as well. For time's sake, I'm just going to kind of hit the highlights here. We also do guest blogging, finding new opportunities, press releases, any kind of PR that we can put together. We have the ability to make sure that you're showing up in the local news. And then we also like to put together more strategic, high-level brand pieces. So for example, for Craig Kelly and Faultless, we looked at FARS data and found that the vast majority of fatal truck accidents were happening on a Thursday. So we came up this storyline of Fatal Thursdays in order to visualize the data so everyone could see not just where there was opportunities to save some lives, but is there anything within the community or within these routes that can be done to either increase safety or education. So we can use these types of content pieces for more sophisticated PR and allowing us to get backlinks and additional attention from government entities and other organizations where it would be very, very difficult to get a link from. And there's a few more examples here. There's a video game as well as a similar type of map where we did drunk driving data. We also like to leverage the community as well, getting your name and brand. Again, a lot of your clientele are going to be within the local community. So press releases, scholarship campaigns, community events, food drives, car seat giveaways, that sort of thing. We like to organize, work with the firm in order to have a lot more assets to work with when it comes to social media and just getting your name out there. All of these content pieces, all of the local stuff is really at the core. All the content is at the core of how we do our custom link building and outreach. So we take all of the brand assets that we're creating, all of the content, and we use that as leverage to get quality backlinks on a consistent basis coming back to your law firm. So that takes care of a lot of the organic side of a digital marketing campaign, and then we can get into the digital advertising. So we take a two-pronged approach to digital advertising. We have our sales activation methodology where we're leveraging platforms like Google Local Service Ads and PPC and Facebook lead ads and sources of that nature to get direct leads coming in. And then we have the brand building portion of it, brand visibility, where we're using display ads, YouTube ads, digital audio ads, and other social media platforms in order to just keep your brand and your name front of mind. So again, we leverage YouTube, and YouTube obviously has a wide variety of video ads that are available to anyone on that platform, and our team strategizes and manages the budget on YouTube across all these different ads in order to maximize the return on investment. And again, all these types of video targeting solutions is all meant for top of mind brand reach and making sure that we've got other opportunities for retargeting and narrowing down on people who would be a good potential client for the firm. We also advertise across the display network. We actually push these ads over to your Google Business profile in order to help keep costs down, as well as convert well. The Google Business profile does convert at a pretty good rate, so we want to make sure that we're being strategic as possible with display ads on the Google network. Local service ads is a no-brainer for almost any law firm, so we'd like to make sure that we're having a good cost per lead program going on an ongoing basis for our clients where it's appropriate. And then Google Ads, depending on your budget and your practice areas, is also available for you. We do branded search ads, so making sure that we're bidding on the firm's name to mitigate against any competitors that might be trying to basically poach off your reputation. Facebook is another great source of traffic and exposure for any local brand. So we have a wide variety of areas that we can spend ad dollars there. So whether it's remarketing, lead ads, video, lots of opportunities there. And then to get on platforms like Pandora, Spotify, YouTube Music, that sort of thing, it's a minimum $1,000 monthly spend if that is an area where you want to have increased brand awareness. But we have full capabilities to have your brand broadcasted online. And then we also have OTT, so getting you on Disney+, Hulu, Amazon, Peacock. I believe Netflix is coming up in 2023. So we have lots of options as well for getting you in front of any kind of streaming media. As you may or may not be aware, email marketing is one of the highest ROI marketing activities that a law firm can engage in. So we want to make sure that all of our clients are taking care of any existing contacts that they have. So closed cases, any attorneys in their network, we want to make sure that we're keeping in touch of a variety of different audiences to keep revenue flowing into the firm. So we have a few different options here. We have a base, plus, and premium package. So everything, this is prices based upon a 12-month agreement. The only thing that the email service does not include is the CRM. We've found that a lot of different law firms either have existing platforms that they'd like us to integrate into, or if you need help finding a solution in order to send out the emails, we can definitely take care of that for you. However, these prices just include the content, strategy, and management of the email marketing campaign. Finally, all the data from your search engine marketing campaign, your social media campaign, your email marketing, your digital advertising, all comes into our digital analytics and lead tracking platform called Law Eval. So we need to make sure that everything that we're doing for a client's campaign is going to generate results. So it's the data that tells us that. Law Eval was designed and built by Consultwebs in order to make sure that we understand exactly what's happening on a client's campaign so we can adjust and be agile with how we're spending the budget in order to generate results. So Law Eval comes in 3 specific modules. So the analytics module comes with all digital marketing campaigns for Consultwebs. So this is an all-in-one real-time tracking and analytics covering any single platform that we would need to connect to. All feeds into this platform. And again, you have access to take a peek around on a demo. Login information is there for you. Next, we have the lead module. So any leads coming in from the website campaign, whether it's from call tracking or live chats or social media, all gets flowed into the dashboard here. We can integrate with any CRM or CMS platform, and the client has the ability to go in and mark the leads off as spam or as an existing client or as a potential new client. And it's at this point in the dashboard where we like to spend a lot of our time during their monthly calls with our clients to making sure that the leads and cases are all matching up so we can really measure ROI. And then we have the monitoring module. So we're able to basically cover so many different types of statistics and site performance. So whether it's your Google PageSpeed Insights that puts in a ticket whenever the speed drops, or if it's something wrong with a script on your website, like if your Google Tag Manager goes down or your call tracking script or anything like that, we can track all those items, take screenshots on the back end to know consistently if something breaks. So this is key to anyone that's concerned about making sure that the website is always available and always operating properly. And based upon our client data, so this is ROI data over the last 13 months of the campaign. So this is why we have everything. This is why we built Law Eval, in order to make sure that we keep our clients happy. So you'll see at the beginning of the process here, the cost per lead starts off pretty high at the beginning. So this is the first 3 months. Usually around the launch time is when the leads start dropping, and that's when we see a bump in conversions. And then you can see how things trend down to around $100 $100 or so cost per lead is what our targets are for our clients by the end of the 13-month period. And then you'll see cost per case also starting off a little high, but then trending down to around $1,000 to $1,500 cost per case, upwards of $2,000 depending on how competitive the market is, but this is what we're seeing on average from our database. And then the investment versus the return. Obviously, with Consultwebs model, most of our clients are seeing around a 5 to 7x return on investment. So for minimum investment levels, in order to help really get that 236% increase in new cases, you're going to have a minimum investment of around $3,000 to $5,000 on the low end, and mid-range you're going to be around 7 to 10, and then it can go up from there depending on if you're doing digital advertising or other forms of marketing. And then we break all of our agreements down into an initial 15-month agreement. So that accounts for the first 90 days in production, where we do all of the redesign and content development, as well as the pre-launch SEO and social priming. So that is one deliverable that is a part of the agreement. And then we do ask for a full 12 months of an SEO campaign in order to get you to that $100 cost per lead, $1,500 cost per case. So we can get you to that 5 to 7x return on investment. Overall, if a client does want to come on board with Consultwebs, after an agreement is signed, it takes us about 7 to 10 business days to get a kickoff call scheduled with our production team, and that starts the process to get your website design, development, all that going. And then, depending if you have a digital advertising arrangement with us, with one of our agile campaigns, those can be set up and launched within the first 30 days. From there, your custom website, all the initial content is built, as well as the pre-launch SEO, and that's all delivered within the first 90 days. And then from there, you're introduced to the digital marketing team. They will create your quarterly roadmap for your approval. We'll meet with you every 30 days to go over deliverables, answer any questions, and to really track the case data that's coming in from the work. On our side, we're looking for firms that are transparent. So they're just going to show us or share with us what's going on within the business, what their pain points are, where they need help. Part of that is coming to the monthly meetings and sharing what's going on. I know a lot of law firms get busy, and that's not always possible, but as frequently as we can meet is what we see in our most successful clients. Data transparency in the leads and cases coming in. We really need to know how we're doing outside of just fine. We want to make sure that your budget is spent wisely. So if there's certain leads that are coming in, or if there's certain pages on the site that are generating the most types of leads, or you're hearing a certain type of lead coming in, that'll also help us dictate content plans and link building in order to maximize areas that we may not have full visibility to. Getting back to us, prompt communication, fast turnaround times on approvals, that always keeps things moving forward. There's usually a lot of content that's involved in any sort of digital marketing campaign, whether it's graphics or content, meaning social media plans, things of that nature. So the faster you can get things back to us, the quicker we can put it into the machine and start generating results. And then just a willingness to grow, a willingness to collaborate, and implement new ideas. If you don't have someone with kind of boots on the ground, like a marketing strategist or a marketing director to help delegate tasks to, we can still come up with ideas that you can execute on a smaller or lower tier level as well. And finally, you don't have to just take our word for it. We've got some strong recommendations and results from some of our key clients and partners, as well as some references that you can reach out to directly and ask about their experience with Consultwebs. I appreciate you spending a few moments with me here, and if you do have any questions, or if you'd like to talk to see if it would be appropriate for us to have a strategic partnership together, you can reach me at 252-318-3108. Looking forward to speaking with you. Thanks. Bye.